This is my mart. You ain't hustling no coin at my mart. You just finish up and then beat it.
What? I'm not homeless. That's my car.
Well, who are you?
I'm Cobra Kai Kid. I'm here to interview Susan Gallagher.
Right. Well, finish up and then beat it.
Okay, just if you see her, just tell her I'm looking for her. So.
Hi.
Oh, hi Susan. How are you? How's everything?
Everything's great. Hi, everybody.
I think I just saw Homeless Lynn.
God, who was that?
It was a homeless lady. She was bugging me. I don't know.
She's scary, right?
Yeah. Hey everybody,
Hi.
welcome to the stream. I'm here with Susan Gallagher, in person, which is crazy. So
It's crazy. I mean, he's like right here.
yeah,
He's grown up so much since the last time I saw him.
yeah. We met. We actually met 2 years ago. If you guys don't know,
Yeah.
it was May of 2019, which I like. I thought it was last year. It doesn't feel that long
Last year was
ago.
just like a blur, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
but then
moving on.
yeah, last year was COVID, so I'm like, no, it couldn't have been then.
Yeah,
So
no.
May of 2019.
2019 in New York City. Right.
In New York
Here we are
City.
again.
Yeah,
Right?
and that was when I told you about the recreation
Yes.
that I was working on.
Yes.
So there was that, and then
Of the season 1, episode 1. Yeah.
yeah, with Homeless Lynn. In
Yes.
it, you know.
Yes.
And then of course the Zoom just recently. I didn't thank you yet. Thank you so much for being a part of that Cobra Kai and Zoom
Oh,
project.
absolutely. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
What did you think of like the final like cut of that?
I liked it. I thought that it was really well done. You seem to just put 150% of yourself into everything you do, Drew, and it seems just not the best. I'm so proud of you, and I know that you've got very supportive parents, which helps a lot. But your passion for it is contagious and inspiring, and you've grown so much. I just can't even believe it.
Thank you so much. Let's see. We have people in the chat.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's the first time I've ever been able to read any comments. Hi, guys.
I don't know if these comments are refreshing, but we have the comments.
Okay.
We have the comments here. So I just want to make sure everyone can hear us. I think we're good.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I think they could all hear. So we're good.
Okay. Okay.
So you were in Loki recently.
Was.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
gosh.
I didn't know about that until that big reveal. Like, which
Yeah.
I don't watch the show. I'm not like, I'll be honest, I don't really watch Marvel,
Okay.
but I watched your part, and I know it's a really big show right now. So like, you want
It's
to like
like
talk?
number 1 on IMDb.
It is,
I
right?
know. It's just incredible.
Do you want to like talk about like kind of like how you got the role and how that all
Sure,
be?
sure. You know, I got an audition through my Atlanta agent, AMT, and I auditioned for this really, really tough, kind of badass, sorry, my French, whatever,
It's okay.
woman, this homesteader. And I don't want to give any spoilers in case you guys haven't seen it yet, but I love those really tough kind of roles. And I just had a great time with it, and I got the part. And, you know, in the beginning, I didn't really set myself up thinking, oh my gosh, this is Marvel. I would just love to have it, because I just know better than to get myself all excited and put those expectations out there. So I just try to have a good time with it. And my buddy taped me at his studio, and, you know, you just do the best you can. You have fun, and then you let it go. So my agent was actually more excited than I was when I got it, because it's like, you know, I'll go and do it and enjoy the process, but you never know how much it's going to end up. You know, it can always end up on the editing room floor, which I've experienced numerous times in my career. But the excuse me, the set, we shot in Atlanta, and the set was so amazing. I had never been on any kind of major set like that. It was just so elaborate, and it was huge, and it was got the fanciest trailer I've ever had, and it was just such a blessing for me to do that, and it's so much fun. And of course, Tom Hiddleston, who my scene is with, and I get to blast, not once but twice. Sorry if you haven't seen it, but yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing out there right now. Everybody's talking about is you blasted Loki twice, and I was like, yeah, I did. He's wonderful, and we have a fabulous female director, Kate Herron, from England, and it was just a great experience for me. And then they invited me back. We shot it back in November, so I had to keep quiet since last
2020.
fall. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And the COVID restrictions were very strict, and I was grateful for that too. And so yeah, they called me back again to do a little something, but they actually cut out a lot of my scenes. So I was grateful that they kept what they did. And it's just been a great experience. And there's so many Cobra Kai fans and Karate Kid fans that are Loki and Marvel fans. So I've had so many people say, "Oh my gosh, I recognize Homeless Lynn immediately," or "I recognize Susan immediately," or "as soon as they heard your voice," or "as soon as you stood up." And it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. That was so cool. So did you film that on was it like a green screen? Because it didn't look real. Like
my home on this planet that is being destroyed. Sorry, spoilers, whatever. I think it's like one of those old timey Airstream RVs, that they have just done a fabulous job with the set decoration and all of that, and even the wardrobe was just it was fantastic, and the gun, the blaster or whatever. It was just, you could tell the detail that had gone into the props, that they had spent so much time, every department had just spent so much time on every little detail that it was quite amazing and inspirational to see the time that is put into, and the thought that's, and the creativity put into every little decision that they make.
Yeah.
But they do the same thing on Cobra Kai. I mean, look at the hair and makeup department for Lynn, and the costuming is well thought out, and to make that transformation.
How long does that take, the whole process?
On Cobra Kai for Lynn?
Yeah.
It's quite a while. I start in the makeup chair because I literally have dirt makeup all over, and like for the one, I think it was season 3 when Lynn is sitting on the curb, and that's when she does "Hey, you taking me home with you, baby," and does a catcall. My legs were showing because I had like a pair of cut off sweats or something underneath her skirt. Frank likes that layered look, so so they had to cover my legs and my feet. They wanted to show my feet, and so I have dirt makeup in my toes, my toenails, and my hands, and of course my face. And then the teeth are kind of the icing on the cake, where they paint them individually and then go back with dark brown in between to make sure that they're good and rotten. So, I look pretty bad in Loki, but not quite as bad as Lynn. So it's a little improvement.
Yeah. Well, I haven't talked to you since season 3 came out. And
that's right.
Yeah, I talked to you before before season 3. That's when we did the interview. So I found it like so cool how they because I didn't know how we were gonna see Lynn in season 3. I kind of just assumed, okay, she's always at the Cobra Kai dojo, so KREESE, now it's gonna be a KREESE Lynn interaction.
Yeah.
But then Johnny goes to the soup kitchen for Robbie, and I nowhere in my head I expected Lynn to be there.
You didn't.
I wasn't thinking. No. Well, once I saw it, it made sense.
It made sense, but you weren't going. Okay,
I wasn't.
Soup kitchen.
Lynn's definitely there.
Okay,
I didn't
that's
really.
good. You had the surprise.
But I saw her. I'm like, that's the perfect way of bringing her in. It that's part of the story, and she just fits in there.
Yeah.
So So what was it like? Kind of changing environments, with Lynn.
Right. It was different. It definitely was different, and it kind of gave Lynn an opportunity to have a couple of friends or to know some people that she's standing in line with or whatever. I felt like I had known them, and she goes there regularly. She has been to the soup kitchen before. That's why she's like, "Okay, we're hungry, buddy. Let's get it." Don't make me throw a shoe at you, because that Johnny's just taking his sweet time holding up the line.
No consideration.
None, So yeah, that was a lot of fun doing that, and it's the first time that I had worked with Robbie, with Tanner Buchanan in Cobra Kai. I met him on the set of another TV movie that we had done on Lifetime. It was so funny. I don't know if I told you this. This was a couple of years ago in South Florida, and I didn't know he was going to be in this movie. And so, I arrive on set, and then I see this guy, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that looks like Tanner." So
the hair.
Yeah, yeah. And he, of course, had never seen me the way I normally look, and I was already in costume, which was an upscale lady. And so I go up to him and I said, "You're Tanner in Cobra Kai, right?" He was like, "Yeah." It's very nice. I said, "Well, I'm in Cobra Kai too." And he was like, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I bet you can't guess who I am, can you?" And he's like, I don't know. I mean, when I told him, he was like, "What?" What? So it was a lot of fun, and he's a sweetheart. He's a real sweetheart. But it was great to work with him in the soup kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you guys like what you guys like do like when you weren't filming, like your scenes, like what, like were you like talking to him and to William, like?
Yeah, catching up a little bit with Billy, because I had not seen him since the season before. So yeah, but Lynn, the way she looks and everything, I mean, it's not like everybody wants to hang out with her or hug on her. I mean, I think sometimes you'll get a little pat on the back, and like when you're having lunch or dinner or something. Not everybody wants to go and sit with Lynn, because like some of the crew, I think, are a little bit scared or a little bit intimidated. They're just not quite sure about her. So it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, and you could tell me if this was intentional or not intentional, but when they like first revealed Lynn in season 3, like there was like that shot, there was like that kind of fart. It wasn't really a far shot, but it was like a shot of Lynn and like a couple other people like waiting for their food, but like Lynn like really popped out like more than the rest. Was that like something like a costume thing, like let's kind of have the other people not really wear as like bright colors to like kind of pop her out more?
Probably so. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of thought and professionalism that goes into the costuming of the featured players and even the background players. You want a certain look and a color palette and all of that. And I think it's interesting, even when Johnny and Lynn have been seated at the tables and with the soup, to kind of get the feel of the people around them and the colors that were chosen, and just the energy of that room, because it's the first time that Lynn had been in a scene with a lot of other people. So I liked that. I thought that was a lot of fun, and of course those people are so wonderful and generous and happy to be there and happy to be part of it, and they're professional. So it's it's quite a wonderful opportunity, and it's been a great ride. Yeah. How about you? It's been a great ride for you, Mr. Cobra Kai kid, right? Aren't you? We're proud of you, Drew.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun doing it, and then like meeting you before I even like did any of like videos really on the channel. That's crazy to me. So then just like, yeah, you were like the first person I met.
Yeah. I'm honored to be that person and to be able to see how far you have come. And, there's just no telling how far you're going to go. I mean, I'm going to ask him a question. How about that, guys? Where do you see yourself in like 5 years with all of this that you've learned and created?
In 5 years?
Yeah, let's say 5 years.
Well, I'm really grateful for like the YouTube platform that I've created, like with the Cobra Kai and all that. I'd love to talk about Cobra Kai like forever, but also kind of like use this platform to kind of like do other things, like kind of like expand, and like I like to make movies and like short films, so whether it's Cobra Kai related or not Cobra Kai related, like kind of like challenge myself and just like make different things that like in different genres, comedies, like horror movies, dramas, and Cobra Kai has been like really good inspiration for me because it deals with all those genres. You know this, the big three, they're geniuses in storytelling. So like that's like who I like model after.
Absolutely.
And, like, try and take
nobody
things
better
from them.
Yeah, yeah, and they love you, I think. Right?
I hope. But
I think they do.
But
we all do. I mean, come on, right?
Thank you.
You're
So that's like what in 5 years, like I want to kind of be doing like filmmaking.
So he's a filmmaker
and
right.
stuff
well,
like that.
Yeah. Well, we're excited about that, Drew.
Thank you.
To watch that. Yeah.
Thanks. That means a lot.
Yeah. I was looking at our picture from 2019 when we first met in New York City.
I'm gonna pull that up.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just how much, oh my gosh, how much you've changed. Incredible. How old were you there?
That was 2 years ago. Wait. It's like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
Either 16 or 17.
Well, I know your parents, both of your parents drove you. And when we were meeting, your mom, your adorable mom, Randy, was there and Dad was parking the car. But I was so glad that I got to meet Dad too, because you've got the nicest family. And it was just a great memory.
Yeah. That was when I heard you were doing that meet and greet, I was like not missing this.
Oh my gosh.
Like I had to see you, and I was like, I remember I was like, how am I gonna like I saw your picture before, but like it's kind of like you talked about the thing with Tanner. It's like hard for people to like kind of like put you with Homeless Lynn because like you know nothing like Homeless Lynn. Like even like when I'm talking right now, I feel like I'm talking to Susan, and it's like sometimes I'm like, wait, like this is Lynn from Cobra Kai. Like it's like kind of crazy. Like just watching this show like 2 years ago, or 3 years ago. 3 years ago it came out. Like and like just like kind of putting like that like you're like Lynn. It's like it's like crazy.
Well,
so.
I ain't gonna hurt you.
You wish.
Oh, what? You taking me home with you, baby?
And
so much fun.
And I love that when you talked about the Martin Cove improv scene with that scene. That's the coolest thing that he was so like you could explain it for everyone, but he wasn't even in that like part. He just was off camera and he just came on to do that.
Yes. It's okay. Lynn is sitting on the curb, and that's when she's got the donut fritter, and she's like, "Bakery's giving away fritters, but you keep your paws off my bounty." And then I'm like, well, "You taking me home with you, baby?" And he said, "You wish." And then Johnny walks off, and I threw this in. This wasn't even in the script. I threw in that cat going, "Wow," and they cap it, which kind of got a life of its own,
like
and the whole the cat thing, and lots of hashtags, Team Meow, and all of that. But Johnny walks off out of the scene, and Lynn's still there after the cat call, and then Martin Cove had been in the scene with Johnny having a conversation. And then he walks by Lynn. It's not even on camera. I don't even know if the camera was running, but he throws out a improv line, and he says, "Well, he won't take you home. I will." And Lynn didn't expect that either. And I just thought that was really brilliant on the fly of Marty Cove to just that quick, because he was still in character. And that would have been something interesting to even explore and think about.
Yeah.
How Lynn would have reacted to that.
So
how do you think she would have reacted?
I think she would have been a little caught off guard.
Maybe suspicious of him and not as friendly and comfortable with Johnny.
Because Johnny is kind of like a friendly. They have like a friendly kind of like
bantering
thing. Yeah, with KREESE. I don't know if they had any
interaction. Or backstory at all.
It's so funny. Like Lynn's just like outside the dojo, and you have like all these things going on, like Daniel like storming into the dojo. She's like totally unaware of like all this like karate drama. Like,
is she? Is she, or does she know more than we think she knows?
Well, she's there. Like it's all happening where she is, so she's kind of like maybe like taking it all in. Maybe she takes over KREESE's Cobra Kai. That'd be funny.
No mercy, right, KREESE? No mercy.
No mercy.
No meowsy either.
So what do you think about the Terry Silver return, like that big reveal?
The big three are just, oh my gosh, there's nobody better that could be, handling this, this jewel that we all get to be part of and enjoy. And I just have so much trust in those guys. Whatever they want to do, yeah. I'm all in, completely all in. And I mean, it's just like bringing back Allie. I mean, of course, that was my favorite because I love a little romance. Mm-hmm. And everything that they do is just so well thought out, and it comes from a place of love. It's a labor of love because they're such huge Karate Kid fans themselves. And then they're so talented. You have not just one, guy who's really got the goods and got it going on. You've got three. So yeah, I think the fans are just going to continue to love it like we all do. Don't you?
Yeah. I'm so excited for
so
season 4.
Excited, right?
It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
So good. So I don't know if you can say this or not. Is there any chance we see Lynn in the future? I don't know if that's something you can talk about or not. But
I don't know. Maybe you will and maybe you won't. We'll just have to wait and see.
Okay. And I have to ask, for season 3, for the soup kitchen scene, was there any scenes or lines maybe that you filmed that didn't make the monocle?
Well, I think I can say this, that there was a big part of that soup kitchen scene that was edited out. And I don't know if I can say because it may end up on a blooper of deleted scenes or something, but yeah, you need to buckle up to see that, guys. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure sooner or later it might be out there, but yeah, Homeless Lynn, she she's quite the gal. No telling what that crazy broad's gonna do. Sometimes she scares me. Right?
So you filmed the scenes; they just didn't make the cutting.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like in Loki. I mean, our Loki stuff was probably 3 times as long as it was, and we did a couple of different things, a couple of different ways, and half of it was cut out, edited out, but I mean, I'm still grateful they were 2 minutes, so I'm grateful, very, very grateful. And in Cobra Kai, because they're trying to tell a story, and they have a lot of footage they have to get in there, and and the deleted stuff from season 3 with Homeless Lynn was a little on the edge. So I don't know. You have to ask one of the big 3 about that because I'm not quite sure what I'm allowed to say.
Yeah, I hope we because we had the seasons 1 and 2 DVD that came out with some deleted scenes, some bloopers. So season 3 we haven't really heard anything yet with a DVD, but I hope we do. Yeah. Because we haven't really gotten any kind of behind the, or unless other than the Instagram posts and the Twitter posts, we haven't really gotten
out there.
We haven't gotten deleted scenes or behind the scenes, and I love that stuff. That's that's awesome.
Yeah, I think the fans love that too because it's it's kind of super secret squirrel stuff that gets finally put out there, and then you get to just devour it. And that stuff that is out there with Lynn is it's a little wild. She's a wild woman, right?
Yeah. So we got 100 people here watching, which is awesome. So do you want to take some fan questions?
Yeah, absolutely. This is the first time, guys, I've ever been able to read any comments. So this is usually when I'm being interviewed, they're like, "Oh, they're commenting." I was like, "Where? I want to see them." But now I can actually see them.
Yeah. So we got some questions here.
Okay. Hi guys. Thanks so much for being here.
Okay.
He's the best, right? They're probably not here to see me. They're here to see Drew.
No. They're here to see you.
Such a nice boy. But you're not a boy.
Melissa says, Hi Susan, one question. If Daniel, Johnny, or Daniel invite you to come to their dojo, which one would you choose? Miyagi-Do, Eagle Fang, or Cobra Kai?
She would choose wherever Johnny Lawrence is, because that's kind of her guy. That she's got his number. She thinks she's smarter than Johnny, and if he doesn't watch it, he could be in the gutter with her. And I think she knows that, and I think he knows that too. So there's a natural chemistry between those two characters that I think it's been interesting for the fans to watch, and it's been a lot of fun for me to play, and it's so much fun. Yeah, because her toughness and brassiness and sassiness, it complements, or it meets well with his. But what is interesting, and I've had fans mention this too, is that Johnny isn't that mean to Lynn. As far as she loves to give him a hard time and just to get a rise out of him and get his reaction. But he is, he's not that mean. I mean, he could be kind of nasty to her, but he's not. So I think that says something about that character, that, there's a little bit of compassion underneath that. And, it's just like when she says, want me to flash my bits? That'll cost you extra. And he's like, nobody wants to see your bits. I mean, he could have been like really rude about the whole thing, but he wasn't. It wasn't. Nobody wants to see your bits. I wish he'd say Lynn and establish my name, because a lot of people, my name's never been established yet. Because people, they don't know that her name is Lynn.
Do you think Johnny knows that? Like in maybe like a scene or something like that we don't actually see in the show? Like, do you think he knows?
I think he does.
Her name?
I think he does. I think she's given him enough of a hard time that he's like, oh God, there's Lynn. Did I answer that question?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's see. So let's see, what was there?
Oh.
Did you ever Matthias Gomez asked, did you ever get your meth and your burrito?
You bet she did. Lynn gets what she wants. She is very resourceful.
So Johnny paid her in advance.
Yes.
Probably not the smartest thing.
Not the smartest thing, but like I said, she's got his number, and she's smarter than Johnny, and she is one resourceful gal.
So she just didn't have the patience to hold the sign.
No, she wasn't going to hold that dumb sign on the curb ramp, idiot. I actually have a sign, and I had some guys from the UK make the sign, like a smaller sign, and send it to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then they sent me a second one and wanted me to sign it, so I did that and took a picture and everything. So I've got a little. It's probably about. You see about that big, about 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah.
And it's so fun. I got a bobblehead. Somebody sent me a Lynn bobblehead.
Wait, there's a Lynn bobblehead?
Yes.
Is it like a custom one, or is it like?
It's a custom Lynn bobblehead. If I were home, I would show it to you.
Oh, that's so cool.
The fans have been amazing. I mean, thank you guys so much for embracing this sassy and filthy and somewhat provocative character that I didn't play.
All these fan theories, all these like fan arts,
oh my god,
there's so like the fandom like I feel like sometimes there's like more talk about like Lynn than like Johnny.
No.
It's like sometimes the theories and the arts, like there's a lot of them.
It's oh my gosh. And you know what? That's a good question. I'll ask you, because some of the fans on the Facebook Cobra Kai's Homeless Lynn page, I don't know if you guys know about that, but some of the fans created this Facebook page a couple of years ago, and it's called Cobra Kai's Homeless Lynn. Anyway, Eric and a couple of the administrators were like, well, you need to ask Drew something. And they have like a little trivia thing going on. And they're like, asking some of our trivia questions. And I looked at it and I was like, that is way too hard, guys. I wouldn't even have the first clue. So, but, a lot of people you want to know what's going on with you and what your theories are, you know, about Lynn and talking about the fan art. This is my question for Drew, guys. Okay. Do you know who the fan artist is who, number one, has made the most creations of Homeless Lynn? And then I can give you another hint if you don't know or don't want to give a guess, but there is a specific fan artist. I mean, all of you guys are fabulous and so creative and talented and generous. But there's one in particular that really has taken the Homeless Lynn fan art to a whole different level. And he is absolutely incredible. And what is so interesting about all of his stuff is that in his mind, he has this beautiful image of Homeless Lynn and Young. And I'm like, okay, you know, that's your art, so I'm not going to judge it. Do you know who that is?
I think maybe if you said the name, I would know.
Okay. He also won the Homeless Lynn logo contest. His logo, which he submitted probably 20 fabulous ones it could win, actually won. And he is a Brazilian fan artist named Adelson Reis. And I think it's maybe Reis Art. It's REISART.
Yes.
You guys have got to follow Reis Art.
He's really good. Yeah.
SART. Yeah.
I'm familiar with his
You know,
stuff.
you've seen his stuff. So now he's probably going to do a fan art of you, which he just did one of the big three. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Oh, was that the one of them in the Karate Geese?
Oh,
that was
gosh.
great.
Isn't
That was so
fabulous?
good.
Yeah.
And they like love that sort
They
of
love
stuff.
it.
Like,
Yeah, he's so good.
yeah,
So good.
it's amazing. So he does a lot of Homeless Lynn
Yes.
creations.
Yes, he does. Thank you, Adelson, very much. Very much. Mwah.
That's so cool.
I'm going to Brazil when I can, and I'm going to meet him because
really?
Yeah, he has done so much for me and for Lynn, and I'm forever grateful.
That's great. That's great. And that picture, the one like the sign, the Cobra Kai sign, like that picture of you and Billy, like the behind the scenes, like holding the sign. That's like a great picture. That's like such an iconic like Cobra Kai photo,
Yeah.
like season 1. That's like before like all the like craziness, like I love that picture. It's like kind of like so like wholesome to have like, you know, Johnny and Homeless Lynn
Back in the
getting
day.
along.
Yeah,
you know?
back in the day when
The
we were
YouTube-
still on YouTube.
YouTube Red days.
Yeah, before we went on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Roblox guest asked a good question. If you played a major character in Cobra Kai, who would it be? So like a Johnny or a or it could be like it could be a guy, it could be a
Probably
girl.
Crease.
Crease.
Yeah, like I guess I'm mean. I don't know, but
You have to like
Your mom, are you agreeing with that, Randy? Well, I mean, people are like, Susan, I mean, you really, even my acting teacher that I've had for many, many years, I stay with her in New York, and she has always said that is my, that's my genre, is that tough, badass kind of woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it would be, maybe I'm, kind of mean.
So what would because like Kreese has his like style, like the jean jackets, kind of like the.
Oh, I do leather.
That would be like
Oh, yeah.
leather, like maybe like black eyeliner, like something like.
Oh, I like that.
Like
Black
how would you
nail
do it
polish.
evil? Like what's your evil look?
Yeah. Oh, I go a little emo with a motorcycle vibe. You know what I mean? With the black leather and the black nail polish and black eyeliner. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe a little cleavage. Should I not have said that? Okay, Drew, let's cover his ear. Sassy and provocative, she probably would be. Unlike Susan, right? Yeah.
And like, what would your if you had like to have like a because Kreese says like sweep the leg, no
Sweep the
mercy.
leg.
What would your if you were like kind of playing like Kreese in your own version, like what would be like your catchphrase?
Gosh, put me on the spot, right?
That's all.
It'd be like the feral cat, scratch your eyes out, Johnny.
It's a good one.
Pretty boy. Come here, pretty boy.
Wild Man Beyond. Hi, Susan. It's Isaiah
Hi.
from Facebook. Do you know
Oh, wow.
Isaiah from Facebook?
Yeah.
And I hope you have an arc in season 4.
Oh, I know.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
How many? Do you want to take a couple more questions?
Sure.
Or
Yeah.
Or you have time? You have time for that?
Oh, yeah. Okay. A little bit more time.
Okay. Will Homeless Lynn ask money from Sid, Johnny's stepfather? That'd be pretty funny, actually.
Oh my gosh! I'm seeing when Ed asked me. Are you kidding
Oh
me?
my, he's great.
Yes. Open up and give me money. I love that tapping on the window. Did y'all catch that?
Oh, from with
yeah.
Yasmin and Moon. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Oh,
I like sounds and all that kind of stuff.
I love that. Just open up and give me money. Like no, like can I have money? It's just
Right,
just
right.
give me money. Like
Those girls were so good and just really, really funny.
yeah.
Just so funny. And you know the gimme money sign, the guys, the big 3 did that on the fly.
They made that?
Yeah, they just did it. Brought it out and said, "Here, let's see about this." And, that was really fun.
Yeah.
Those girls are great. They did a great job.
Yeah. Did they so when you were like in your like costume, like who like maybe like because you said like Tanner was surprised, like didn't recognize you,
Right.
Like did the people you work with, like the girls, Yasmin and Moon, did they like get to like see you like when you weren't in?
No.
That's all they.
Moon has, Hannah has, because she lives in Asheville, North Carolina, and we live up above Asheville half of the year. So the Asheville newspaper was doing an article on the 2 of us, and we did a little photo shoot together. This was not too long ago, and so she has seen me the way I normally am, and it's so interesting to see people. I remember the first time I was at South by Southwest Film Festival with Queering, our web series that was screening there. And Cobra Kai was having, I think it was the season 2 private screening at South by Southwest Film Festival in Austin, Texas. And I saw that and I thought, oh, wow, I'm going to be attending that film festival with Queering. So maybe I can, get away if my schedule doesn't conflict and see the private screening. So I got on the list. I was able to do it. And that's the first time that Johnny and Billy and any of the big 3 had seen me not as Homeless Lynn. And they're just kind of look at you like, that's her? Kind of like you said. So it's just, it's a lot of fun to get people's reaction like that.
So they didn't see you like before you put on the makeup and all that?
No. I think, maybe one time, and it's probably a good thing because, I don't want to like lose the gig because you're like, well, she doesn't look like a homeless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's just worked out great that, Lynn was established and, people, I think she's believable. And I mean, I've looked at homeless women before and gone, wow, I wonder what she really would look like if she's cleaned up, or wonder what's going on with her and how she ended up that way. So I know when I originally auditioned for Homeless Lynn or Lynn, really, the fans came up with Homeless Lynn. I came up with Homeless Lynn, and her name is Lynn. I didn't want her to be the typical victim-y kind of homeless woman. I wanted her to be tough and resourceful and kind of plays by her own rules and sassy. So, that's been a lot of fun as an actress to be able to play with that. And then the writing is so fantastic. The one-liners are just great.
Yeah. So do you hope like by the end of the series, like maybe like Lynn like gets a job and like cleans herself up.
Cleans up. Maybe a lot of people are like, maybe Johnny's going to help her.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Some people think that she's really like the Oracle and the Matrix, that she's this, spiritual guide, really.
She could teach karate.
She could teach karate. Or that Johnny's deceased mother has sent to kind of, you know, watch over. I mean, there's all kind, you know, that a Dutch and she were married, and you know, and that's how she got hooked on meth, and he's in prison, and you know, or Tori is her and Sean Kanan's
oh my
daughter,
God.
and it's been a lot of fun.
Or she could be like the receptionist for
She
Cobra
could be-
Kai.
yeah,
that would actually be a good.
Yeah, she could work and be the receptionist.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Checking in people, or
I could see that.
you could.
Yeah.
You don't think she'd scare them off?
Well, she would be on the phone, so then like she like make, and then they would come in, and then they would see her for the first time.
Yeah.
That actually be pretty funny.
Yeah.
J-Cat asks, how do you deal with weather and filming on Cobra Kai?
Well, if it's an exterior shot, you know, outside, then it's all about the weather. So, yeah, fortunately, when she's, you know, outside of the Cobra Kai in seasons 1 and 2, the weather has cooperated. So that's not been an issue. But yeah, weather is always a consideration anytime you're filming outside. You know, Mother Nature is in charge. So, and then of course in the interior shots, like the one with the soup kitchen, it doesn't matter because we're inside. But yeah, I mean, you know, the weather, you know, you're like crossing your fingers, and you know, there's people on part of the crew who are monitoring the weather.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but the final fight. Did you know this? The final fight at the LaRusso house was supposed to be filmed at the Miyagi-Do dojo.
No, I didn't know that.
At the outdoor dojo, but they didn't do that because of weather.
Because of weather,
concerns,
I did not know that.
Which that would have been so cool.
Yeah.
To have that, you know, the big house fight.
Yeah.
To have that outside at the dojo.
Yeah.
I think that would have been like cool, but then the weather, they wanted to keep it in the set.
Right. I kind of liked it inside because, you know, they were messing up the house, and you know, they've got this beautiful home. So I mean, I remember thinking, oh gosh, you know, they're trashing that house.
Oh my God, that's gonna season 4. We haven't even seen Daniel's reaction.
No.
To or Amanda. Oh my, Amanda will be like,
not happy.
Where do you think Anthony, the son, is during all this? You know, their son, like, is he upstairs in his bedroom playing video games?
He's probably got the headphones on. And,
that would have actually been funny if they, like, that would have been funny, like, you have the fight, and then they cut to him upstairs with his headphones. He's, like, playing his video
doing his
like,
thing.
he doesn't hear anything, and then it goes back down to the fighting.
Right.
Just something there.
Yeah, that's cute. I like that.
Let's see. Do you see any
Homeless
questions?
Lynn should join KREESE in silver. Thanks for all the comments, guys. Before we end, I did want to mention that I've been doing a couple of other things that I wanted to share with everybody. And I've been doing a little bit of producing. You know, I have a small production company, Her Little Red Productions, and I teamed up with Sam Medina. A lot of people know who that is. He's in the Hugh Jackman new movie, and he just was in that movie with Mark Wahlberg, Sam Medina. And anyway, he's also a wonderful director that I've been directed by before, and we just wrapped on a proof of concept, a POC, kind of like a little trailer, an action film. And it's the first time that I've really been involved with any just high action, and the stunts are just absolutely over the top, and we're very proud of that. So we're in post-production. That is called The Latency. And then we are going to be doing Queering the Movie, and we're very excited about that. It's not official yet, but I'm feeling really good about it. And I know there's a lot of Karate Kid and Cobra Kai fans and that have also supported Queering web series, which is on YouTube, and I'm a series regular in that, and I'm just completely honored. We've done 2 seasons, and we're hoping to do the movie, and we were supposed to do it last spring, and I'm usually in New York City all spring, and we shoot in Brooklyn, but of course the pandemic happened, so it had to be put on the back burner. So Queering the Movie, we think is coming, fingers crossed for that. And then I can't make an announcement yet, but I am going to give you guys a little tip to keep a watchful eye, because I just found out just a couple of days ago that I booked a role that you guys are gonna freak out. You're gonna be so excited about. So yeah, keep an eye out for that, because I think it's maybe going to be announced pretty soon. And I'm so grateful.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna die. Yeah, you're gonna freak. You're gonna freak.
All right, so we got how do we you're gonna like post it on your
Yeah, well, you can follow me on Instagram at what is it? I am Susan Gallagher, and then of course on the Facebook page, Susan Gallagher Official, or the Cobra Kai's Homeless Lynn group Facebook page. I'm also on Twitter, Susan Gallagher at Susan L Gallagher. So it's gonna be announced, and I mean, you know, it may get some other publicity too. So.
Awesome.
Oh man, yeah. I had been on hold for it for like over a month, and I thought, oh man, they're gonna go with a name from LA or a bigger actress and blah blah blah. And I knew that I had been told that I was the first choice from the Southeast, which I was grateful for. But that's still, you know, if you're not booked, you can't put that on your resume. So I just found out that I did book it. So
that's very exciting.
Yeah,
Now
you
I'm
guys are
very
gonna be.
I'm very curious.
Yeah, you're gonna be excited about it too.
Yeah. And I linked Susan's YouTube channel in the
Oh
description
yeah, I
below,
got a
right?
YouTube channel.
Yeah, and you post your stuff on there.
I
right?
try to. I'm not the best with that. I'm not like you, Drew. I mean, you have really learned so much. I need to step it up a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a Homeless Lynn YouTube channel.
Oh God! One more thing. I got a website, homelesslynn.com.
Wait, what?
Yeah, homelesslynn.com.
Yeah.
Sarah Lawson, she helps me with it. God bless Sarah. She's recovering from surgery. So everybody say a prayer for. She's doing well. She's a huge Cobra Kai Karate Kid fan. A lot of people know Sarah.
Oh, this isn't it. Oh wait, this is it. Oh my God.
I know.
Oh wow.
Okay, are you putting that up there?
Wait.
That crazy broad.
You could just search up homelesslynn.com and then this is really
She's
cool.
sitting in the trash. She's a trash.
Wait, so
gal.
who made this?
She's like
What's her name?
that's Addison. Reisart. REISART. He is the bomb. I love him.
Wow, this is so cool. That's awesome. And then
There's
a shop.
t-shirts.
Oh, that's awesome. I gotta get a Homeless Lynn t-shirt.
Yeah, and there's masks and yeah.
That's so great. That's so
Oh
great.
gosh, it's been wonderful, guys, and I really appreciate everything, and I appreciate you, Drew.
Well, I'm like honored to be talking
Oh
to you.
God,
No,
come
I
on.
am. So, like, I wasn't like. It's just crazy, like meeting you 2 years ago, and then like now, like kind of like a lot's like happened, like.
Yes, your life has changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure you got a lot of girls that are like stalking and, you know, watch it, girls, because mama's close by, and I'm a mama too.
It's been good. It's been a lot of fun, and
You're like a rock star.
yeah.
Yeah.
G. Snyder.
Gosh, look at him. Owning it, baby. He's owning it.
Got it.
Yeah.
So
You got it.
thank you all for watching,
Mwah.
and make sure to follow Susan on Instagram, Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Got the link in the description, and you want to take us out with a Homeless Lynn line or something?
Thank you, darling.
What's
let's see.
the best?
I gotta remember who I'm talking to because she says bad things to Johnny and everything. So I just want to say that I am so proud of you, and I am inspired by you, and I think that you are going to just, I mean, the sky is the limit, Drew, and you know, I just love you to pieces, and you've got such a great family, and you've got such a warm spirit, and a lot of creativity. I ain't gonna hurt you.
Cobra Kai, never